Welcome to NAB Day 3. If you didn't catch number 2 and number 1, check it up here. Not only is NAB about the newest gear and products, it's also about networking and meeting awesome people. But first, sponsors. What up, AFAM? Kitty here with Atola Visuals. For those who don't know me, I run this YouTube channel where we nerd out about camera gear and videography and photography, and I also run a video production company in San Francisco. But first, right now we're at the Aperture booth because we're going to do a Q&A with the homies. Let's go.
So, me, Kitty, Josh, about to hit the stage of peace and prosperity here at the Aperture booth, mate. We're going to do a little bit of Q&A and about life, about YouTubes, and about the weird little relationship that us three have got as friends and YouTubers. So, yeah, should be good fun.
Last night was a ton of fun. We got to go to the Aperture secret dinner once again where they announced their newest products. Last year they announced their RGB panel, and last night they actually showcased it alive and in the flesh. Not only that, they announced this new little Aperture MC, which is kind of like an MX but with RGB. And you could charge it wirelessly, which is mind-blowing and insane. They also have this little RGB light bulb, which was really cute. They took their new app and they scanned my hair with it, and they had kitty hair color, which is something that you could save as a preset. So with their app, you could also scan different colors if you want that light source and that color. It's pretty dope stuff. I mean, technology nowadays is insane. Not only is it fun to see Aperture and all these other brands create new technology and dope tech and test it out and be really nerdy, but I realized the real heart of NAB is talking to all these people. I feel like every time I come here, it's like a reunion, and that's what brings me back here every single year. I get to say hello to you guys, which is very important to see you face to face, and people stop me and come up to me and shake my hand, take selfies, and tell me how I impacted their life or inspired them in some way, and that's the most powerful thing, I think, is just seeing you in person, meeting other creators and getting ideas off them, and just makes you motivated. It's not about the gear, it's about the creation with the gear. So let's see what other people have to say and what makes NAB so important to them. Roll the clip.
First time at NAB, first time in Las Vegas. Didn't know what to expect. I was supposed to come here with a friend of mine, but now I'm solo. But now I'm here with all these awesome creators, just talking gear, talking tech, talking film, and just collaborating. It's all about the collabs. But beyond the gear, it's kind of like just seeing how other creators use the gear and, you know, to create fun new videos like this one and everything. So it's really exciting just to kind of see everything come together as it should, basically.
This is my first NAB. I've never done this before. Very exciting, very awesome. But I got to say, out of all of the tech here, the coolest thing has been like hanging out with all these other content creators and everyone just kind of broing down and respecting everyone else's work. And it feels like high school. It's like coming back, high school reunion, 20-year reunion, and you have money, like a lot of money. That's how cool it feels.
Yeah, it was my first year at NAB, and it was a lot, like a lot more than I expected. A lot of people. It was really big. I knew it was going to be big, but I don't think I knew like it was going to be this big. And I expected to have a lot more time to walk around and look at the different booths, but I just got so caught up in meeting people and talking to people and running around and trying to watch everyone, you know, do their own feature. And Kitty was with Adobe and Chris was doing something with Adobe and Pete was talking on stage. So trying to see everything that's happening. I mean, suddenly it was like 5 o'clock and the show floor was closing and my feet were aching, and it's definitely fast paced. It was awesome though. If you're thinking about coming, and you're not necessarily a huge technical person, which I am also not, it's still fun to come and see your friends and hang out and meet new people. And yeah, I'll definitely be back next year, that's for sure.
So my NAB was amazing. I actually love being pleasantly surprised by certain things. So even to this creator house that we're in right now, I actually had no idea who was going to be here. Who was going to be here? I've been talking a lot. You can hear my voice cracking. But that's one of the best parts is like making connections that were a little bit unexpected. So maybe there's certain people that you're like, oh yeah, we're going to meet up. But I think those random collisions are some of the most meaningful because they kind of lead to some of the best work opportunities, friend opportunities, life opportunities. So I would say if you're ever worried about going to an event in person and you want to physically move your body there, the the risk and / reward that you'll get out of it, you'll get something out of it at the end of the day. So I highly recommend going. I had a great NAB experience. NAB, NAB. What's the thing? Is saying NAB the bad thing? Doesn't matter. NAB was great.
So we're back for year number 2. Obviously, we was here last year, and this is where we met all of our creative content friends. We're like the biggest group of geeks probably on planet Earth. But that is what it is, mate. At the end of the day, you can only do what you can do. And yeah, man, you can actually meet some really cool people here. Like, where are you going to meet other like-minded people? Like, you're not going to go and meet them down a pizza shop. You're going to find them in places like this that are full of cameras, full of geeks, like just like you lot. Like, if you're watching this video, you're 9 times out of 10 a geek. So yeah, man, come to events like NAB, get your hands on some decent cameras, and yeah, say well gone.
So if you are around people who are just as creative as you are, or even more creative, or just do better things than you, then you learn from them, and that alone is worth coming to conventions like NAB.
Hi everyone, my name is Good Kelly. I'm from Ghana, Africa. So I'm a YouTube ambassador. I train content creators on why we should all endeavor to tell our story and create content regardless. Funny enough, I was watching her this morning. She will not even know the impact she's making in my life. And that's just me getting the opportunity to meet her and tell her about this. Imagine the millions she will never meet. Imagine the thousands she will never get to hear this from them. So if you are watching this out there, keep creating.
NAB is like super important to me, even more so than any other convention like CES. It's all about the community of things. So as creators, we're kind of like inundated with all this amazing gear, but really it's about the people and like the experiences of it. It's about having fun and finding people within your community and like connecting with each other. And NAB is amazing for that.
Yeah, one of the cool things about NAB too is going to a lot of the after parties. That's where a lot of like this networking and stuff happens. I went to a big one yesterday, which was hosted by B&H and Red and Atomos, and they just throw this crazy party at this nightclub, blasting music. And obviously there's a lot of gear here. This year has been kind of slow with like new advancements and like a lot of new tech coming out, but it's all just like small changes that make workflow and stuff better. So it's still cool to check it out, but you can always see it on a channel like this one too.
Well, this year has been pretty cool, and it's not necessarily for the products, although like we saw some pretty cool stuff with Moza and their motorized monopod slider thing. I think that's really cool. Slide pod, there you go. That thing's really cool to be able to get a lot of tools out of one piece of gear. Meeting everyone here with the people that you're shooting with is next level. Like being around people that experience the same things you do, you can talk about the same things without over-explaining, because when you say some nerdy stuff, they'll understand it. It's just a family here. The filmmaking community on YouTube, it's pretty strong.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in throughout the week and supporting the videos. They're a lot of work to make, but I had an awesome team behind me, and I've had a lot of fun checking out all these booths and interviewing people. Thank you to our sponsors for making this coverage happen. If you didn't check out those 2 videos, up there or links down below. We did it, fam. Day 3 is now complete, NAB 2019, closing this chapter off, and I'll see you next year or the next event coverage, because I love doing these. Reporter Kitty is out. You do, fam, and I'll see you when I see you. Find my IG because I post there on the daily. Done.